Watching from just about every country in the world, this is impressive.
The biggest stage, the biggest game, and just about ready to roll. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. On 2nd down, Johnson. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. Here's Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complimentary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Murray. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 27. Murray now. He gets it left side of Johnson. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A good pickup there, 26 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. McKenna. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals. With a first touchdown of Super Bowl 53. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Play fake to Henry. Now Mariota. That's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. After the penalty, it's Henry. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. The all-pro safety Eric Berry in on the stop.
I can't help it. Every time I see Eric Berry make a play, as we just saw him make a tackle there, I just want to stand up and applaud.
Because he went to Tennessee like you?
Well, that doesn't hurt one bit, but how about the comeback? I mean, he came back from beating cancer and getting back to Pro Bowl level, one of the best players in the game.
On 2nd down, here's Henry, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves him needing about 7 here on 3rd down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Off play action to Henry. Here's Mariota. He gets it to Brown, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. They go play action here on 1st down. Out to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. A 2nd down throw here for Mariota. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. Play fake, Mariota. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. In for the score. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
He just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
Off the bootleg, Murray. Flush to his right. Now he'll go deep down the middle. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay, because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Murray. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. Third and long, why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. Yards on the return that time, and it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Now a play fake here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
With the former Volunteer Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Titans with the football here to begin quarter number 2. But they face a second and long to start things out. They'll run it now out of the gun. It'll be a pickup of 12 yards, and that'll make it third down.
In today's NFL, when you get teams in long yardage situations with your defense, you're really going to go to your speed packages. You're going to get smaller, lighter guys on the field in order to cover the expected pass. So they might want to run the ball against a smaller, lighter lineup with your big guys, and that's exactly what happened on that play. It was tough on them, and now instead of being in third and very long, they ended up setting themselves up in third and manageable. They've got a chance at a first down.
On fourth down, they snap it to Mariota. He's going to air one out. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. 55 yards. And the Titans are able to strike for 6. Wow, talk about a big fourth down conversion for the score. Defensively, how do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it and having that kind of, well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. To throw on second down, Murray. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
On third down, Johnson. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. Right back to him on first down. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Throwing on first down. Murray steps away to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the up. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Dane Cruikshank. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. The rookie picked off the rookie.
And guess what? They're pretty familiar with each other. It's not like when I was growing up and the dinosaurs were roaming the earth and you heard about a guy somewhere. Now they run into each other at camps, going through high school ball, recruiting, college games, all-star games, you name it. A lot more familiarity with each other.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Mariota now on 2nd down. It's complete to Brown, right side. The 30, past the 20. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. A big play that time for the Titans. And even 50 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. From the red zone now, Mariota. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Titans are going to add on to their lead.
Boy, that route is really tough to cover because if they're running it correctly, you think it's really going to be a slant.
Yeah, well, we talk all the time about how it's tough to execute offensively, but you're saying, don't forget, it's tough to cover for the defense, too.
Yeah, the number one thing that you're taught is to not get caught inside or get beat inside. So you guard that a little bit more. So that gives you a little bit more space to operate outside if you start your move initially inside if you're a receiver.
Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. On the crossing route, complete. That's Bird. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A really good pickup of 28 yards. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. He was a 1,000-yard receiver during the regular season, and that's his first catch of this Super Bowl, and he picks up the first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
A dump down to McKinnon. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
On first down, Murray. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Murray. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
They get it to him running left. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They'll try to run it in. Johnson. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal.
They might think about going for it here, but it's still just the 2nd quarter. Take the 3 points, tell the defense you believe in them, and let them get the ball back for you.
Now the former Sun Devil, Zane Gonzalez, for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And the kick by Gonzalez, he is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Mariota. They They still can't get him. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well, what we call those broken plays?
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there as the first half is winding down, and the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point put through by Suckup, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
9 seconds to play, likely the final snap of the first half as it's 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 1st and 10, Murray eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. So the halftime show of the Super Bowl abbreviated, ready to go for the second half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. They'll run it again with Henry, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Mariota now to throw on 1st down. Quick hitch, complete. It's Brown. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 1st down, Titans, gain of 12. He's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To the air again, Mariota. Fighting through, but now he's swallowed up and taken down.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
3rd and long here for Mariota. Now he'll escape to his right. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
How about that, partner? His 2nd sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Throwing on first down. Murray. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offensive coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
To throw again. Murray going up top. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Back to throw. Murray. And able to find Kirk complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. Given 9 there on the first down completion. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So
he's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A big play there. 43 yards. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And some strong running. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Derrick Henry evades the tackler, and now some space. He's at the 40. 20, 10, touchdown Titans. Derrick Henry, 75 yards. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Now here's Suck about to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
On first down, Murray. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22.
Detroit!
On 1st and 10, Murray flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Cameron Wake able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Murray. And he's going to go down again.
For a rookie first rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
No, check, Patriot! Back 99 Philly, here we go!
Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Wesley Woodyard. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Let's go!
Now he bowls him over. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
Throwing, Mariota into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away, now they just look at their offense and saying, guys, let's go. Come on, capitalize on this one.
To throw from his end zone, Murray. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. And they work this out past the 25. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Underneath for Johnson. Johnson with a burst, a 1st down or more. And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. A good pickup there at 22.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is.
Throwing on 1st down. Murray dancing to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. They give him a gain of 37. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. It's caught. This is White. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Pretty lucky to get the football back. Had his target out there waving the arms, saying I'm open, but maybe didn't see him quick enough.
And I know the jokes are always about defensive backs' hands. What really actually happens, you don't get many opportunities. You get over anxious, and you start to think about taking it away and going the other way instead of focusing and catching the ball.
This will be caught at about the 6. His second catch in the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll be second and goal. They'll come out in the pistol. Looking to throw. Murray. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Murray. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. Now the Titans getting set to go. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Hey, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, you're giving a little dap. Been a big...
Derrick Henry all alone. 30, 10, and into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry, his second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Spinning away. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for that.
He's got it at the 15. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A big play there. 65 yards. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Again, it's Henry. And now running right through it. And he's got Derrick Henry all alone. He's at the 30, 10, 5. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. It's a big run that time by Henry. 68 yards. They come out here in the eye. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry with his third touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. What a great performance so far.
And those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. So out now come the Cardinals. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the Cardinals' sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A big play there. His second touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Cardinals get a bit closer. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They begin with Henry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now a 2nd down throw for Mariota. Trying to improvise. Now he'll let it go deep left side. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... And this is caught inside the 5. A huge play there for Arizona. 44 yards. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey book.
Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players or football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. On the toss, here's Johnson. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
Detroit!
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Flush to his right. And it is incomplete. Time for a break. We're back to crown a champion after this. First down carry for Henry. And he stopped immediately there. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. Mariota gives to Henry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
The Titans on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Play fake to Henry. Now Mariota. Buying time to his left. And that is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. They're down big here late. I don't know. Just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved it.
This is intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
To throw Mariota. Throw right side, caught by Davis. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Mariota hands to Henry. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a 1st and goal. I think this defense tired of seeing him run the football, and this D-line probably getting sick of the O-line as well.
And as I'm watching this, I'm thinking about a conversation I had with Adam Gase, the head coach of the Miami Dolphins in the offseason. He told me that he asked his running backs each week for their favorite runs. Give me your 3 top runs. And right now, you're seeing it.
And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Henry with a record 4th Super Bowl touchdown tonight. And the interception by the Titans D leads to a touchdown. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Wesley Woodyard able to drop him for a loss of 4.
All right, now look at 56. Lucky 56. All right, now look at 56.
To throw on 2nd down, Murray. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Murray now. Forced out to his left. Now a desperation throw. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain of 39 that time.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket, because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Back to throw. Murray escaping the pressure right. time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. And they're singing and the music sit.
This is the last opportunity to re-sign your players, or they'll become free agents.